Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do another quick video for you guys, give you an update on the Manor farm, what's going on with Rev. We'll take a quick look at the price of Rev now that it's been about 48 hours since the launch. Usually when there's a launch like that, with all that pent up FOMO, the price does skyrocket. And then when people start locking in and start selling for profit, it does come down and find the floor. Now it's sitting at around 37 bucks. Um, this may be the floor that we've been looking for, but we'll see. We'll see. In any case, we are farming Rev token. And again, there's a 14-day time from when it launched, layer one launched, to when layer two will then launch. So hopefully you guys are accumulating Rev. That's the name of the game during this, this layer one, quote unquote, pre-launch phase until the animal farm, which is going to be the actual real launch of the farm, right? So that being said, just wanted to give you a couple of other quick updates before I go into this. But drip, you can see the price of drip sitting at $64. It's really holding good against the market. As you can see here, take a quick look at the market. The market has been super red lately. Bitcoin down. Ethereum now sitting at around 3,400. Binance is way under 500 bucks now. You look at some of these other coins. Hex is at 22 cents. Avalanche 96 cents. Doge, Shiba. Look at crypto.com, sitting at around 51 cents. So the entire market as a whole has been way down, but you can see that the price of drip has been holding pretty steady, all things considered. But still, I always have to remind people that, it was just a couple of weeks ago, right? A couple of days ago, that this was sitting at $20, $20 to $25. And, of course, it's come up, hit 80 bucks, hit actually $99 the other day, and it's come back down, it's settled. Usually when there's a launch like, Manor Farm, the price of drip will come down because people are taking their drip and they're, maybe selling their drip to get into the farms. I don't know. I would speculate that that's, what happened or what's happening. But yeah, we're not really concerned about it too much because, again, as long as the faucet is working and it is seamlessly, then we are good, right? This pays out 1% a day. Yeah, it's doing its thing. As you can see, this is the account that I'm building right now. So you can see here, account is moving forward, doing good things. We're going to be compounding and doing a whole bunch of good stuff. But we'll talk about the faucet on another video. In this video, we just wanted to kind of circle back and recap the Manor Farm. Oh, real quick, almost forgot. Pulse X on a totally different subject, not to go off on a tangent, but just wanted to give you a heads up if you are going to sacrifice. I'm not saying you should. Do whatever you want to do, right? This is super duper risky. Again, no guarantees, nothing. You're sacrificing your crypto. But reason why I'm mentioning it here is because there is 3 days left. And then the sacrifice rate will increase, right? So just wanted to, bring that to your attention. If you were, kind of thinking about getting in, again, only put in what you can afford to lose. Not only in this, but in anything. Only put in what you can afford to lose. But again, this clock is going to be winding down pretty soon. So that being said, yeah, you can see here, as I mentioned before, the price of Rev sitting at around $37. With all that pent up FOMO, it was bound to happen, right? When this thing launched, it just skyrocketed to about $250. And then that's when people who got in super duper early and got their Rev tokens for super low price, or even people who got in during the launch, they were able to, buy some tokens. They saw it pump. They might have doubled or even tripled their funds and decided to sell. Totally up to them. Not mad at that. And obviously, anytime people can make profits, I'm all for it. But again, the name of the game here is to accumulate Rev tokens so that when they launch layer two, you can buy the layer two tokens in the pre-sale with your Rev tokens. And by doing so, you're going to get a 20% bonus. Okay. As far as farming goes, you can see here some of the farms here are still doing quite well. Degen farms sitting at 1,200% APR, 1,100% APR. Drip BUSD just under 500% APR. These are still some juicy APRs here. If you get into this pool right here, Wrap BNB and BUSD, 1,768%. APR, BTC, and wrap BNB at 1900% APR. So again, if you know what you're doing and you know what impermanent loss is and you're okay with that, and you want to get into some of these farms, by all means, you could do so. Create your LP token over on PancakeSwap. You can actually create this LP token right in the Drip Liberation by putting BUSD. You'll get Drip BUSD LP tokens. You could put it in the garden or put it in here. Totally up to you. Let's take a quick look at some of these pools. The safe house. Let me see here, the safe house right here. You have these single token pools. Oops, sorry about that. You got Cake, BTC, wrap BNB. This one's wrap BNB still at 1400%. Cake is at 1266%. So again, if you want to get into these farms, you know, now that this has come down, I mean, it might be a good entry point, right? Again, do your own research. But if you had gotten into this, really wouldn't have really affected you unless you were into the degen your pools, right? Because if you got into those degen pools and the price of Rev token was super duper high at the price it is right now, you would have really gotten hit with some impermanent loss. Single token pools, you're not going to get hit with impermanent loss. And then some of the other non-degen farms, you know, it has nothing to do with the price of Rev token. You know, you're pairing it with, you know, some of these stable coin to stable coin. But again, for me, I'm not really worried about the price of Rev right now, because for me, I'm just accumulating Rev, right? It's about how much Rev tokens you can accumulate, not really the price. Because once we get over to the layer 2 farm, we get a 20% bonus by using our Rev. And then that's when the real, you know, I don't want to say the real fun begins, but, you know, that's, you know, all of this right here, the Manor farm is a prelude to the animal farm, right? So again, we'll talk about that more as we get closer and closer to it. But just wanted to give you a heads up. It's been about 48 hours since the launch, and you see here what the price of Rev is now. Is that the floor? We'll see. We'll see. From what I understand, you know, there was I don't want to say a whale, but there was somebody who was able to purchase 7% of the Rev tokens during the pre-launch. And I believe that person has sold already, right? Based on the Telegram post. Don't quote me on that, but if that's true, then, you know, they basically got, you know, they're out. They can't affect the price anymore. And then a lot of the weekends have been shaken out. So this might be the floor, but we'll see. We'll see. In any case, you know, we're farming away. Drip Garden doing its thing. Obviously, the Faucet killing it, doing its thing. This year, we're going to wait and see what happens. You know, with PulseX, obviously Pulse Chain, not Pulse Chain, what was PulseX, Pulse Chain, there's so many different ones. The first sacrifice, you know, I believe is set to launch in 2 months. So we'll see what happens there. You know, I went in, you know, got to be in it to win it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, more updates on that coming soon. All right, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update. Say what's up. Haven't had into a video the last day and a half. Had some things that I was taking care of. But yeah, we're back here doing some things. If you need to hit me up over on Telegram or post your comment underneath here. I'll do my best to answer it. But that being said, I'll catch you on the next video. Again, risk capital only. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll catch you soon. Peace.